20,170,919 211,500. The DTM drivers responded exuberantly to the great news of the performance weight abolition. Drivers representing all the three manufacturers explicitly welcomed the decision. "It was the absolutely best decision for the sport," said BMW's Timo Glock. "We drivers already argued conjointly for this move prior to the decision. The weights made for tactical games. Furthermore, some not too clever changes were introduced during the season every now and then." The fan switched on his TV set and didn't understand why the Audi, the BMW or the Mercedes had to take additional weight aboard or was allowed to get rid of some kilos, added Glock. At the end of the day, the German welcomed the change, although he would have contested the Spielberg weekend with a clearly lighter car without the performance weight abolition and consequently would have benefited from the old regulations. But Glock stresses you have to keep the regulations as simple as possible. Therefore, it's perfect now. "It goes without saying that I would have loved to drive up the hill with 20 kilos less in my car, but you have to look at the bigger picture." With 108 points on his tally, Glock currently holds 7th position in the championship and is one of the 10 drivers that still may hope for winning the title. "Racing flawlessly now is the key factor," underlines the EXF1 driver. Glock is one of the hunters, with championship leader Match's extra 136 points being the prey. The Swede also was relieved when he heard that he could get rid of all his performance weights. "I always supported such a move. I'm really happy. At first I thought that somebody was joking. As I see it, this is the best decision in the season so far. Now, DTM has got a good basis. The performance weight always left a bitter aftertaste. I'm looking forward to contesting races with everybody on the grid racing under identical conditions. That's how we want DTM to be." Ekstrom expects thrilling races in the closing stages of the DTM season. His currently toughest rival in the close battle for the title is Mercedes driver Lucas Auer, 127 points. At the Nürburgring, the fans already witnessed clearly more hard and close battles than in the season to date. But that's nothing unusual for the 2016 World Rallycross champion. If you want to win the title, you now have to deliver 4 flawless races. 9 points aren't much. After all, there still are more than 100 points to be scored. It's unusual that there still are 10 drivers who can win the title. In all the previous years, the number of drivers that could win the title at this point in time was clearly smaller. So, we are facing a completely new situation. It will be interesting. In motor racing, we are fighting man versus man. That's the sport. It's not the same as in tennis where your opponent is standing on the other side of the net. I try to be fair. Respecting one another is important. Otherwise, you sooner or later will have to pay the price. Mercedes representative Maro Engel is of the same opinion. That's fantastic news for all the drivers and motor racing enthusiasts and, as I see it, for the manufacturers too. At the end of the day, it's all about pure competition. The changes for 2017 all proved to be great and worked perfectly. This year, every driver can win races. And the performance weights were the last stone that had to be overturned. This year, every driver on the grid can win races. Doing so definitely was the perfect decision. "Congratulations to all those involved," said the Monaco resident, who has been on an enormous upswing in recent weeks. In the last race meeting to date, at the Nürburgring, he finished 4th and 5th respectively. "I needed my time for adapting to the task. I had believed that my 4 years of DTM experience would be helpful for my comeback. But the cars were enhanced enormously. So, we progressed step by step. Since my win at the Moscow Raceway, all the weekends were positive for me. And that's what I want to build on."